So thank you very much for coming in to talk with us. Can you tell us a little bit about your film?
My film covers a lot of territory, a lot of ground. It's called Who the Is Arthur Fogel? And it's about one of the most important yet unknown players in the music industry today. Arthur manages the production for probably the top touring artists in the world. Madonna, Lady Gaga, U2, the Police. He's done seven of the top selling tours of all time. And he changed the face of rock and roll. He changed the face of touring. He changed the touring model. And did it in a time when the music business was going through incredible change. And so my film is really about a peek behind the curtain, about seeing actually what happens with touring, how does it work with the biggest artists in the world, and it's an amazing world that no one has really looked at before, as well as mapping out what the changes have been in the last 15 years in the music business, how the music business has evolved, how it's changed, and how it continues to change.
What is one of the biggest challenges you faced while filming this project?
I guess the first biggest challenge in a film like this, in a documentary like this, deals with subject matter. And the first thing you need to do is you need to get your subject to agree that he's going to be the subject of a film. And I think in the case of this film, I mean, that was a bit of a struggle with Arthur, because Arthur is a very personal, quiet character who really has stayed out of the light, out of the public light. And he stayed purposely under the radar. He stays away from publicity. And that was actually my impetus for making the film initially.
Being at Raindance, how does that make you feel? What does it mean to you have your film at Raindance?
Well, being at Raindance is fantastic. I mean, I can't tell you how excited I am to be here with this film. For a variety of reasons. One, Raindance is one of the most respected festivals in the world. It's in the list of the top festivals. It's been around, I think, 24 years. It has really been an inspiration to so many filmmakers, and it has discovered so many filmmakers. So it's an incredible festival in of itself. Being in London and showing in London is an amazing thing. This film also showed at the LA Film Festival, which meant a lot to me also because it's very much the center of music in a sense for North America. London's very much the center of music for Europe. So much has come out of England. So being here where all that great music and all that great history exists is amazing.
What's your next project? What are you working on?
There was a concert that happened in Toronto called the Toronto Rock and Roll Revival, very quickly, that John Lennon ended up coming to and playing at with George Harrison, Klaus Voormann, and a band. And it was just when he was in the middle of all that sort of trouble, with the Beatles. And it was his first time playing alone since he started with the Beatles. And he went and played this concert, and a week later left the band.
Wow.
He left the Beatles. So there's an amazing story there about the concert, and there's footage that exists there from Dave Pennebaker that shot that concert. So that, I think, is a fascinating piece of rock and roll history and culture that I'm pretty excited to move forward on.